Alright, good morning, chat. I feel like this is too far away again. Let me get that back up there. Sorry. Sorry if that was loud. Sorry. Alright. Morning, chat. Alright. Let me check in on Twitter real quick. If you have tickers. Alright. Good morning, guys. My name is Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watch list building session. I feel like this mic is still really far away, so there may be one more little bump. Sorry. There we go. You should be able to hear me now better. I need to get a drink, and we'll get started. The outside of my can was a little sticky. I didn't want my fingers to be stuck to the can all day. All right. So this morning we're going to use the Smart Money, Dark Pool, and Block Trade algorithm. It's some software provided by those traders over at FlowTrade. There is a link in the description of this video to get a free trial. If you have not already got a free trial, go check it out. For this, I probably, get started this week or maybe even next. It will definitely educate you as to how the Algo and Smart Money large institutional holdings actually affect price action. You're able to see what's happening before the market reacts. So essentially it's a predictive, not a lagging indicator. And there's a strategy behind it, but yeah, it's definitely a game changer. I've got a couple requests that I want to check out, and then I've got a couple that I've already looked at, and we're going to go from there. All right, so today there's some Fed meetings. We really need to be looking at PPI right now. It's happening now, so that should affect the market a little bit. Retail sales, PPI, auto sales, food, energy, right? After that, we've got housing at 10 and business inventory. So tomorrow we actually have, so we're the first day of 2 days of the FOMC meetings, right? I'm looking at the market real quick. So we're pretty much flat-ish. The Nasdaq's up 10, S&P 500's up 2, the Dow's down 3. All right. China retail sales, earnings today. Oracle, that's very interesting. It's really the only name I recognize, so I may be looking to take some earnings trades. All right. A couple of things of importance. Ford is in full production for the 2021 Bronco, and that is amazing. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a beautiful looking vehicle. So that might help Ford move around a little bit. FedEx increased its quarterly cash dividend by 10 cents, actually up 15%, so that might help FedEx pull itself back up out of this little free fall. However, if transportations are rolling over, that's a general indication of what's happening or what's going to happen with the market. All right, you guys can hear me, which is good. Cool. Let's see. FAST is downgraded. MSTR filed a registration statement with the SEC for potential offering of its A-class common shares. So they're looking to do an offering. That's important. We'll have to keep an eye on MSTR. That's one of the ones I have on my list. Let's see. BIB is back in the news again with Sage Therapeutics. Now, Sage is the little brother, almost. BIIB went bananas last week when it got approved for its Alzheimer's drug. It went from like 200 to 500 in a day. It's pretty insane. We went over it in the morning. We didn't really actually capitalize on it. We won't make that mistake again. All right. Invax announces positive results from a study of influenza vaccine and COVID vaccine candidates administered simultaneously. So what it's saying is that Invax is like, hey, take our COVID shot and then take our flu shot, and you should have positive results. All right. So basically, they just want to keep shooting up with things. All right. AstraZeneca announces that its antibody cocktail bunch of numbers, didn't achieve a statistical significant reduction in the risk of COVID-19 after exposure to the virus, failing to meet the primary endpoint of the Storm Chaser trial. So AstraZeneca, that's bad news, right? It failed to do what it needed to do. All right. Ping filed offering 32.7 million shares. AMAT files a debt securities shelf. So that's kind of what's moving the market. KSS, that's another meme high short interest stock. Said it sees sales in mid-high teens versus 2020. So it looks like it's moving up. All right. That is just market overview. Looking at the actual, let's see, let me find the best one. This might be the best one to look at. All right, this is the Russell overnight. This is a 5-minute Russell, looks like, and this red line that you see here is the new session. So we're basically flat. Yeah, basically flat. Small uptrend. Very, very tiny uptrend from the low, from yesterday's lows. Right? Very, very tiny uptrend. Again, we're just kind of trading within this range. That's RTY. Looking at the ES now. Massive run up at the end of the day yesterday. Right? It's like, hey, we're going to chop you all day, and then we're just going to make our move in the last 5 minutes when everybody's sleeping, right? Excuse me, a little tickle in the throat. Since then, however, we slightly rose to a new high of 40, what did we hit? 42.67 before we started selling off, coming back down, finding that support, coming in right around 42.56. Actual double bottom at 42.55. So break of 42.55. Look for kind of what it did yesterday, kind of slope fade. If we can maintain this current level at 42.55, we may come back up and chop all day. So I'll be watching this at the open. What I'd like to see it do in the next hour is just kind of sell off and come back down into this, this level where we were consolidating yesterday, right at 42.50. That would be ideal. That would give us a better chance of moving forward at the bell. Currently, look for a fade. All right, that's ES, NQ. Kind of the same deal. Consolidated all day yesterday. Broke up towards the end of the day. Broke out of this bull flag. We're currently coming back down and testing that end of day level yesterday at. So I've got a micro demand zone coming in right here. 14,110. I'd like to see it come back down, either hold and bounce, or maybe even, I've got this longer term fib at 14,081. However, 5-minute point of control is way down here at 14,020 or 14028. I gotta figure out how to say that a little smoother. Yeah, so I'd like this to pre-market kind of come down so that at the open we can continue upwards. All right. Wow, that tickle is not going away. All right, some stocks that I wanted to look at this morning are XOM, JD, Fubo, Penn. I just got a request for BABA, BA, Sage, and MSTR. So XOM looks like we found a nice little double bottom. We're looking for this algo to continue to curl up. We've maintained uptrend support. We're currently hitting a regular block trade level that came in on the 14th at 62.41. About every 20 cents above that, we've got some regular block trade levels. Not until we get up to the 62.65 and 62.85 area do we have the regular and the dark pools that come in very close to each other. Those are strong levels of support resistance. I'll look, if the algo can continue to curl up, I'd look for XOM to come up and at least test those highs. A break of those and final resistance from the block trades I see at 63.54. Moving to the right in JD, we've been selling off up until the 11th, where we had some bullish divergence occur. Pretty significant net buying. We actually came up, we broke through, we came back down and tested, and we're continuing our next move up. The algo currently is curled down. I'd like to see it curl back up for a continued move upwards. We're currently resting at a block trade support level at 71.27 with maintaining uptrend support. We do have room from 71 to 73 for a move upwards. After 73.14 to 73.67, there's going to be a little consolidation because we have another block trade level right above that. However, these are pretty old. These are going back to the beginning of the month, so they may not have a lot of juice left in them. However, we do have one that landed right at 75, which is a key psychological level. Nice round number. It's also a $5 increment. Quad witching. We got a bunch of things that lead me to believe that I like this $75 level for JD. I'm gonna have to check that out when we pull up the charts, right? I'm just making notes of these so that I can get to them quickly. All right, that's JD. Moving to the lower right or lower left, Fubo. So we've been net selling with the algo. There is divergence where you can see it occurred back on about the, I'm gonna call it the 10th. So it's considered divergence when price action and the algo are going in opposite directions. And I'm gonna throw up, use orange. I'm going to throw up a line here to show you where I see that at. That could have occurred as early as here. Right. The algo is going down. Price action is flat or slightly uptrending. Right. So we're looking for that divergence to be played out. We have block trades coming in at 29.50, 29.79, and 30.35. That we've been consolidating within. That's providing support. We've maintained our uptrend, our uptrend. We've maintained that. It looks as if though there may be a little bit of a wedge forming. I can't really get an indicator, or I can't really get a price level up into here, but it looks like there may be kind of a rising wedge. Sorry, rising pennant. So we've maintained support. We've kind of consolidated here, down here at this little, from this level on. This is I would consider this consolidation. I'd like to see the algo curl up and break above this downward trend line that the algo's created. That would give me a more positive view that the price action and algo are going to continue to move upwards. If we can break, I like 30.35 as the level for Fubo to break before we move to the next level. Contrarian, if we don't maintain 29.50, right, look for a move down, and I'll have to look at the specific levels on the chart. Pen over here on the lower right hand side. The algo is essentially trading with price action in an upward direction. It looks like a nice double bottoms formed. I don't know if that's an indication that we're just going to range trade between 80 and 83 or 80 and 84. We have some bullish divergence that occurred yesterday. The algo is essentially slightly bearish. I'm going to look for it to continue to curl and maybe reverse at this point. The algo has made a double bottom, kind of, that you can see right here. Right? So we'd like to see the algo curl back up around and continue in this general direction, right? Contrarian, I'm gonna have to look and see what that price level is of the double bottom, but if we do break that, we're gonna have to come down and test some support. MSTR, BA, not Baga, Sage, Baga, all right, Baba. All right. After accurate a short report last time, people. Why am I getting? Who is text messaging me? All right, give me 1 second here. One second, I've just got to do one little thing over here. I'm going to look and see if I can find out what's going on with DraftKings. See if I can figure out what's going on with it. We're on the upper left-hand corner. We've got MSTR, nice strong uptrend. The algo's pretty much been net buying. We did gap up. We've maintained that uptrend, so we've got a nice flag forming. I'd like the algo to continue to curl upwards for the next move for a move to the next level. 600 is a psychological level, so we definitely need to keep an eye on that to see if we can figure out what's going on. Or keep an eye on that for a break of 600. All right, nice psychological level. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm not seeing any issue. All right, moving to the right-hand side, we've got BA. I haven't really done an analysis on this yet. Keeping my personal feelings aside for BA, which I liked up until last week, the algo is net buying overall, right? Kind of flat going into yesterday, or slightly bearish, but it is trading with price action. See how that level is very similar to this level? So I need this algo to curl up to indicate a move to the upside. Looks as though this could be a little bit of a falling wedge. All right, could be a falling wedge. So curl of the algo, break up of the algo, and we could see price action get pulled back up to the upside. We do have a dark pool level that came in on the 10th, right at 249.68. That is going to provide some resistance on its way back up. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look at this one a little bit more on the chart to find some specific levels. The next leg down would be to come fill this gap over here. I'd hate to see that happen because that's all the way down to 241-ish, but we may need it to happen for the next move upwards. All right, BABA on the right-hand side. Tons of block trades coming in the last 10 days. That's a little bit too much for me to really be able to get a feel for things. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to maybe the last 5 days, right? And then we're going to do some markup. So BABA's in the lower left corner. Nice strong net buying that's occurred over the last 2 days. We're beginning to have some bullish divergence of price action and the algo. Currently, we've got some dark pool levels that are coming in. They're going to provide resistance as well as support. Obviously, 214.57 is going to be resistance. So come on, markup. There we go. And then 211.47 is dark pool support. We've got some regular block trades that are coming in between those, and between that level, that's going to cause a little bit of support as well. This one at 212.62 seems to be pretty significant for support, followed by 212.40, and then 213.15 is the most recent one that's providing support. So what I'd like to see happen with price action is this uptrend to be maintained. All right, this could be a 1, 2, since the low didn't close below the previous low. This could be the second. So this would be 1, 1, 2. This could be the beginning of the third Elliott wave to the upside. As long as the algo is continuing in this direction, right? We'd like to see it diverge and break above this block trade level at 214.57. Right, the algo runs into block trades just like price action does. So if it can get above that block trade level, it would look for it to pull BABA up to the upside. Most, if not all, gaps have been filled from BABA, so I do like BABA. I'm looking for a break of 214.50-ish. All right, Sage Therapeutics. Up until yesterday, it just kind of traded with price action. I don't have a lot of data on it. I'm gonna look at the 1 minute. Yeah, we're just trading with price action. The algo is vertical. Look for it to separate to the upside and pull price back up to the $78 level. Right. So if we're looking at the flow, right, the nice little wave, we should be due for a nice uptrend. Looks like we got a... I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this just because I've got some other ones I want to look at. So I'm trying to see if we maintain the support. So we broke uptrend support yesterday. We've got a gap that might have to come and get filled before we make our next move up. If you guys can see this or not. There's a gap right there. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it at the open. Baba CEO News came out and said he was hiding and alive. No confirmation. Oh, is that Jack Ma? Is he doing... Yeah, I think it's all publicity. Alright, so DKNG, Roblox, and Dash. I like Dash. Dash seems to be pretty decent. Give me 1 second here. Okay. All right. Sorry. Had somebody texted me about something I had to take care of. All right. This is DraftKings from an algo perspective going into yesterday. We've got... Just clear out some of these drawings here. All right. The algo up into yesterday, we had a block trade come in. Oh, is it free falling? Whoa. Not sure what happened, but this is not good for DraftKings. All right. Let's see what's going on with DraftKings. Well, that's pretty ugly. All right, so that's affecting Penn too. Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Hold on 1 second. My guy is all about Penn. Yo, so did Penn. Yeah, that's ugly. All right, so actually that's good. I believe it was Workhorse that had a bunch of open interest. All right, so Penn and DraftKings. Obviously, we have to keep an eye on those guys today. I like these stocks long term, so for me, this is an opportunity to get in at a cheaper, at a better price. I don't believe, I think that it's just a hack piece. So, yeah, it's pretty nasty. But this happened, like Penn was started selling off yesterday. Let's see. Penn's not being as affected. It's obviously feeling a little bit of the pressure, but it's not being as affected, right? All right, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Pen was one that I was actually going to look at going along today. So that's Pen. Let's look at DKNG. Right, this is fourth wave that's being triggered. This could be a potential bounce play. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it going into the open, but it's definitely the falling knife right now. 46.26 looks to be the point where it currently found some support. Right. Nice $4 hit piece. Okay, so that was down 5%. CLSD, what is that? Oh, wow. Biomed play, if you're interested in penny stocks. All right. Popped up, came down, found support at the 34 EMA and the 15-minute Keltner channel top. Look for, if it can break above the 21 at 425, look for it to move to the next, like, look for it to start moving up again. Right? It's got good momentum. Yeah. Old penny stocks. These are always fun. These were always fun to play. Contrarian, if it doesn't break this 21 at 425, look for a pullback to 370 at least, which is a 50 SMA, and top of the 4-hour Keltner channel. If it does that, there could be a bounce there for the next move up. Anyway, why don't I have... Oh, yes. I knew there was something wrong with this chart. I'm like, what is missing? My price line. This one? Huh. That's interesting. Where did my studies go? Alright, I gotta fix my chart real quick because I don't know why my price line stopped working, which sucks. I got one of them to work. Which one is it? Oh, it's the squeeze. Okay, anyway, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but Thinkorswim, I've got a price line study that actually prints the price level across the screen, right? This nice level right here. It's a great study when it works. They had some issues with it over the last couple weeks, so hopefully they got it fixed. Yeah, my other one's totally broke. What's going on with that? Anyway, this one I got here is squeeze enabled. All right, Mara up 4.5% after index inclusion. This is Mara, nice little pop there. I like Mara to the long. Kind of just like that penny stock we just looked at, right? Where, yeah, so I'm gonna check out Wolf. I'm in Wolf right now. So pop, drop, 15-minute top, 8 EMA maintained, 21 touched, 34 touched. Right, look for this to continue for the next move to the upside. As far as target levels go on Mara, right, we hit the 50 SMA, right, rejected off of that. I like Mara. You should like Mara. Everybody like Mara. From fib perspective, right, we broke the 618. We came back down. We're testing. Well, we're at 31 now. So we're currently right below this price level. Shit. Oops. Don't know what's going on with my price levels, but it's very important that I have those. Okay. So Amara, this is a double bottom, a nice strong uptrend. Let me just I'm going to play this today. So we maintain 200-day SMA, or the 200 SMA on the daily. We maintain that support. We came out. We have some good news, right? We broke above the 618. We're currently trading at 31. So a break at 31.50 for me, and I'm going to play it up to 40, taking profit at 30. What level is this? I'm going to take some profit at this level, which is 36.23. That's target 1. 45 is ultimate target. I don't think we'll hit it by the 18th. However, I do think we can hit 40. I think we can get to this level, right? It says it's a $3 ATR. We're currently trading at 31. That puts us at 35 today, 39 by the end of the week. I do like Mara for the uptrend. Daily squeeze, mid-compression squeeze just fired. Nice volume. Our primary cycles are our daily, weekly, and monthly MACDs are aligned. We broke our daily Keltner channel top, our monthly Keltner channel top. Nice. You know, I see lots of green. Good beta. Daily squeeze firing off. That's going to propel us obviously to the upside. Coming in, I like this little breach retreat pattern right here. Breach retreat support coming off the 15-minute top. Like I said, I need to break above 31.52 to go long in Mara. I like that. Yeah, I think we can do it. I don't like this rising 200 SMA on the 4 hour. It's going to cause a little bit of grief, but I think we should be able to get through it. Right, this is just that supply zone that we've been in. It goes from here. Right, so that's supply zone top. Not two. Supply zone top. All right, the break it. Let me just hold on. I need to signify. That is. Let's call it red because that's where price is going to reject. Okay, that's Mara. I totally got sidetracked, didn't I? Mara, we'll look at. No worries, anytime. Sorry, I didn't mean to bang my mic. Oh crap! I'm thinking about getting a boom, so it's not right here in front of me, and I can move around in case I want to like start pointing stuff out. I usually talk with my hands a lot, so I'm thinking about getting a boom and bringing it in. We'll see. That was Mara. All right, so I'm getting some hit up on some messages. Let's see what we got here. Spy hadn't showed us on the 15. Penn, DK. Yep. So Penn and DraftKings are dead. They're gonna get clapped today. Just let some other people know about this. All right. So Penn, DK, and G clapped from Hindenburg. All right. All right. So market sentiment, market overview. There's a lot of bearish sentiment, and I agree. Typically because look at this ES. Right, this is just extended. Right, this is just exhaustive to me. Anytime you start getting John Wickies like that, those are stop killers, right? They start taking out stops. This candle is that sword candle. Like, I don't know if you like, I watch a lot of Game of Thrones, but it's that sword, right? Kingslayer. But basically, when you've got an uptrend and you've got that little sword doji candle that comes up and slices through the uptrend, look for it to fall. Or vice versa, if you're going down and you've got a sword that comes in and breaks the trend, look for it to move it back up. Anyway, I don't like this candle on the 4 hour. We maintain the 8 EMA support. 15, like, so we broke the 200 SMA on the 5 minute. We got the 4 hour Keltner channel mid. This 40, so 4238.25 is a significant level. It's always been one for ES, right? See how it interacts with it and bounces off of it, right? So I feel like we may fade to 4238, which is also the 4 hour Keltner channel mid and that very significant level. Okay, so that's ES. I'm going to look at Wolf real quick, and then I've got a Jet, right? Apple, Wolf. Okay, I'll check out. Do you want Apple from the Algo or technical analysis on Wolf and Apple? All right, so this is Wolf. I don't like that it faded overnight because I got in on this uptrend here. All right, so looks like we're maintaining the 200 SMA. However, we did break in down and through the daily Keltner channel top and the 4 hour Keltner channel top. Typically when that happens, price will come back down, back test the top for support before its next move down, right? If and only if we can break up above 20 2670. We need to get back above 2670 or the 618 before I would look to get back long in this. I'm going to have to manage a position that I have on this. I've got some open calls and I've got a vertical. I thought that it would have maintained the support here or even here, right? I thought it would have stopped at the 618, so 27 Futes just blew up. Big short came in. Are you talking about futures or? Thundercat, what are you talking about, dude? I'm a little confused. Yeah, I kind of expected that. All right, we talked about this a little while ago. All right, we need to come down and test. I gotta fix that alert. I hate it. It bothers me so bad. Yeah, so this is just yesterday's close. Right, we're at yesterday's close, but we're bearish. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on NQ. So I looked at Wolf. Look at Apple, and then let me run over to the Algo chart real quick. Futures just blew up. Big short came in. We may have found a bottom on DraftKings at 45.50. We've got a ways to go. Yeah, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife. All right, I'm not going to focus too much on that. I need to look at Apple and Wolf from an algo perspective. All right, Apple, it's a little sneaky sucker, got me. Jeez, I slept on Apple. That's my bad. I totally slept on it. Jeez. All right, Apple, nice strong bullish uptrend. Let me just get rid of this stuff. In the last 10 days, let's just do, come on. All right, last 7 days, we've got a ton of block trade activity coming in. Who asked for Apple? All right. I'm not going to say your real name in the chat just because I know you from Twitter. You've got a different username, so you asked for Apple. I'm going to show you Apple. All right, so I like. All right, so let's just see. All right, so we've got block trades coming in at basically every 25 to 50 cent increment level, right? I'm going to highlight the dark pool and regular block trade levels. However, I'm just going to do cluster, right? So basically this zone here is regular and dark pool levels from 126.85 to 127.25. So about a 40 cent range, right, of regular and dark pool levels. That provides a lot of support, a lot of resistance. Okay. As far as the algo is concerned, we've got another dark pool level that came in right here at 130 even at the end of yesterday. Unlike regular block trade levels, we can't tell if it's selling or buying with the dark pool. I believe it's a 9% sell pressure, or this is buying pressure, dark pool buying pressure. So more than likely, I'll have to. I have a titch of dyslexia sometimes, so things get flip-flopped back and forth. Let me look into this a little bit more as far as the dark pool buying pressure. However, from an algo perspective, this is what I see. Right, we found a nice double bottom. The algo is currently in an uptrend. We've got some nice curling up that's occurred here. Right, the algo is almost vertical. We are maintaining this uptrend support, right? We did gap up, so let's keep, there may be a potential to fill that gap at some point. However, as long as we maintain, right, as you can see, oh, come on. Let me just grab this orange. If you can see how the divergence is over at this level, right? So all this divergence back here in the history is over because now, see how price action's trading with the algo? All right, look at the angle on those two, right? Apple, it's been consolidating, so look for it to release. The price action is going to make me a liar, isn't it? All right, so it sold off. It's testing the rising 200 SMA. A break of this, which is also the daily mid, and we're going to come back down and test the 4-hour top and the 4-hour mid. If we maintain support right at 129.80, if we maintain that level, look for a nice reverse back up to 130 and 135, previous price level I had for it. Fibonacci is telling me that I don't think that's the fib level, to be honest with you. I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, go from the high to the low. And that's great. However, I move fib levels to levels that make sense, right? If I can see a lot of stuff lining up at one level, I'll try to find the level that is causing that. And it looks like it's this high to this low. So going all the way back to February's little blip high, we're currently right at the 50% retracement of that high to current low. It would probably make more sense for me if I were to do this. Use this level for fibs, right? That's a good fib level there. And then as far as an extension goes, that makes a little bit more sense to me, right? So 135 is the key for Apple, with 134 resistance, taking profit at 132, right? 130 is the key level. It's super psychological for Apple. However, we ran into it yesterday, right? We've got a slingshot squeeze that released there that we're still in, but the histogram's light blue, right? Our squeeze is expanding upwards. Good VWAP. We breached the daily Keltner channel top. We've got a mid compression, daily, lower compression, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, weekly squeeze. We got a $2.50 ATR, good beta, good VWAP. Yeah, like this released. If we can get this squeeze to release, this high compression squeeze to pop off, look for it to thrust us up and through some of this previous resistance. I like Apple. Thanks for bringing it up. I'm going to look at getting a bounce, a buying opportunity today. Currently, I'd like to see us come back down and test this 4-hour top, which is coming in at 129.22 or 129.25. Right, that sounds like a more even level. We test that, we can move back to the upside. Right, we've got a nice 3-bar play getting ready to pop off here. This is the 4-hour, broke above the, so we're at a decision point. If we break that, I definitely think we can get to 135 by Friday. Quad witching. I'm gonna look to see what the pin levels are on this. Apple 135s. Yeah. Oh yeah. So one of two things is going to happen. It's going to break 130 and run. Okay. And if it does that, it's going to look to pin at 135. Contrarian, if it doesn't break 130, I think that they may manipulate it around to pin at 130. Regardless, these 135s are so juicy, I can't pass them up. They're at 15 cents with 180,000 open interest on the call side. 90,000 open interest on the put side, right? We got a squeeze that it's going to release to the upside, right? Actually, the 4-hour squeeze just released. Yeah, this looks good. Thanks for bringing up Apple. I'm going to check it out. All right, I've got to run. That's a good strike there. All right, I have to run. I've got to take care of some things. We got 10 minutes before the open. I've got to get myself prepped. Thanks for joining me. My name is Darkpool Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern. I'm gonna start streaming during some of the slower hours. Also, if you're interested, make sure you like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave some comments, encourage me to do some live streaming, some live trading. Altria, maintaining support on the 4-hour rising 200, break below 47.50, and I'd like to take MO down. That would be it rejecting the bottom of the daily and the bottom of the 4-hour Keltner channel down to the look to take that back down to 44-ish area and potentially 43. It looks really heavy to me, right? However, we do have that rising uptrend, which is also that 200 SMA as support. Right, we maintain that support, so look for potential reversion or fade. Just check it out at the open. It dropped yesterday because of its ex-dividend of 86 cents. Anyway, by the way, MO is great long-term investment. All right, I got to run. This is not investment advice. It's all entertainment. Okay, it's my personal opinions. Don't do what I do. Okay, I got to run. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the calls this morning. Really appreciate it. Yes, we have tutorials. If you do take the free trial, use the link in my description. Hit me up when you get there. I can help guide you around. You know who you are that asked that question. I don't want to say your name on Twitch. I'm looking into it. All right, I do have to run. Thanks for joining me. I'm looking at multi-streaming to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Anyway, I gotta run. We can talk about this later. Hit me up on Twitter.